I've noticed that when I start getting lower views, when my videos aren't performing as well, when I'm not doing as well in the gym and I'm not seeing progress the way I should be seeing it, it's because I was attaching to outcomes way too much. I would post YouTube videos hoping and expecting it to perform well. I was way too attached to the outcome of it performing well. I was way too attached to the outcome of what I was doing in the gym. And so because of that, I started performing worse. I started seeing worse results. And I noticed that at the beginning, whenever I would detach from the outcome and would just work through the present moment, just do something daily, do something to fuel my goal, I would see such good results. I would look amazing at the gym. I would be lifting heavier. My YouTube videos would be higher views when I wasn't as attached to the outcome, to the needing to feel like it needs to succeed in order for something to work, placing a certain meaning on what it means to have that outcome, and defining my current action with this expectation to fuel that outcome. And so this just goes to show how important it is to detach, to not cling on to things so tightly, because the more you cling, the further things get from you, the worse things get. The more you cling and attach to someone, the more distant they become. And I've noticed that. The more I attach to my YouTube videos performing well, the worse they perform. The more I attach to a certain physique that I want, the further I am from achieving it. I start getting bloated. My protein goals don't get hit. Things just become misaligned. And it's attaching yourself and clinging to things so tightly, in a way, is a form of self-sabotage, because you're not allowing yourself to just exist in that moment, pour into what you want to pour into, enjoy the journey, fuel the current present moment, and detach from the outcome. And another very important aspect to this is, why are you attaching to these things so tightly? For me personally, I was attaching to these things because I felt I was basically defining my life based on having these things. If I don't have these things, I'm failing and I'm not able to pick myself back up. What am I going to do then? But I'm learning to detach from the outcome and to calm my nervous system, to calm myself down by telling myself, whatever happens, happens, and I will work through that. I will be flexible in making things work. When I get whatever result I get, I will adjust myself based on what happens. I don't need to cling so tightly to a certain outcome. My goals are not running away from me. I do not need to chase them. Nothing you desire that is meant for you is going to run away from you, is going to disappear. You don't need to chase it. All you have to do is pour your energy daily, do something in the present moment, in the current moment, be in the present moment while doing that, detach from the outcome, not have any expectations, because there's a difference between having a goal in mind, wanting to reach a certain level, and having an expectation of exactly how it's going to go, and if something goes wrong, you're failing, and then you're attaching too tightly to the outcome of things. So you can have this vision of, okay, I want to achieve this, but I'm going to detach from how it's going to be achieved, and I'm going to detach from expectations of, okay, if I make this YouTube video, it has to have this many views. No. Let's relax in the present moment. Let's work with what we have. Let's do our best daily and just set aside the expectations of outcomes, okay? Because as soon as you start focusing on the outcome, you're sabotaging yourself because you're not performing as well, because you're focused more on the outcome than the present moment. And the present moment is when you are able, because when you detach from these future outcomes, you are able to be in the present moment and utilize the creativity, utilize the energy, the fuel, whatever it is that you need to reach those goals. You are able to utilize that in the present moment and create something with it just for the sake of creating, just for the sake of doing, just for the sake of being in that present moment. And as a result, you do end up getting closer to achieving the outcome that you want because you were detached, because you were doing something for the sake of doing it, not because you wanted a certain outcome, not because you were chasing. So just by existing, just by pouring into yourself, pouring into what it is that you want, and detaching from defining every moment as, oh, this is a make or break moment for my outcome, when you detach from that, you allow things to flow and naturally be attracted towards you, and then you're no longer self-sabotaging, and then everything gets achieved over time, naturally. So stop sabotaging yourself. When you attach too much to something, to an outcome, you push it away from you. I was attaching way too tightly to someone, and guess what happened? They grew distant from me, and then I got disappointed, and because I felt anxious that what I wanted was going to disappear, was going to run away from me, so I attached more tightly, and then it got distant from me. So just notice, when you notice progress coming through, when you notice good things happening to you, don't allow your mind, your nervous system to consider that as danger, as a threat, as, oh, I need to cling on to this because it's going to get away from me. No. Notice that the good things that are happening are a result of your detachment. And so as long as you remain detached, the good things will keep coming. The progress will keep coming. You just need to stay on the path. Keep doing what you're doing. As soon as you start to attach, you start holding on, clinging to things, because you notice that things are progressing and you're like, oh, but it's going to go away if I don't, clearly I'm doing something right, I need to hold on tighter. No. As soon as you start doing that, your progress will fall through. You're sabotaging yourself in that way. So just learn to remain detached. And how do you do that? Remind yourself in the moment, okay, what am I doing this for? I'm doing this for the present me. I'm doing this because, yes, in my mind, I do want to achieve this goal, but that goal will be achieved as long as I'm pouring into myself daily. And so today, what am I doing today? Okay, we're going to the gym today. Okay, we're getting 10,000 steps today. Okay, I'm doing that. That's running in the background. I don't need to attach to it. I don't need to attach to the outcome. I don't need to attach to these things so tightly, because my goal will be achieved as long as I'm just pouring into myself on a daily basis, as long as I just keep doing what I'm doing. So just keep doing what you're doing when you notice progress. Just keep doing what you're doing and remain detached from the outcome. Don't take this progress as a sign of danger, as a threat. It's not a threat. Good things are allowed to happen to you. I want you to hear that again. Good things are allowed to happen to you. Good things are allowed to come your way. But as you attach to them, you are basically telling the universe and energetically vibrating at the frequency that, oh, I need this. I lack this and I need this. And because I have this now, I need it. I need to hold on to it. And because of that, it goes away. So detach from the outcomes, detach from what it is that you want, and still keep in mind, like, yes, this is what I want. I'm keeping that noted, but I'm not attached to it. I'm doing what I can with what I have. I'm doing the best that I can in the present moment daily. I'm doing what needs to be done. I'm taking those actionable steps. I'm posting the YouTube video. I'm going to the gym. I'm doing my 10,000 steps. My goals will be achieved as long as I continue down my path and remain detached. So just remain detached, okay? Don't sabotage yourself. Good things are allowed to come your way. Don't get scared. They won't run away from you. Just keep doing what you're doing, okay? Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just do it for fun, you know? Do it for the sake of doing it. Go to the gym for the sake of going to the gym. I'm going to the gym because I like going to the gym. And then my goals will be achieved. I'm posting a YouTube video. I had to remind myself of why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I want to do this. So why am I making myself, the only time you begin to suffer in doing what you're doing daily is when you focus too much on the outcome rather than the journey of just doing these things. I like going to the gym. Going to the gym is fun. Doesn't matter if I come out the gym with a six-pack today, because I went to the gym and I like going to the gym, because I filmed a YouTube video and I like filming YouTube videos. I don't need to attach to being performative, being a certain way, achieving a certain narrative in my mind. I can just exist in this moment and do what I love, do what I enjoy, and notice how it's pouring into my goals. And then those goals will naturally be achieved as a byproduct of me being detached and just enjoying the process. So yeah, just enjoy the process. Remember why you're doing this. Remember that you want this, okay? So you don't have to cling to it because it's not going to run away from you, because you're going to keep pouring into it. So you don't need to attach, okay? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment if you feel called to do so. If you have any questions, if you want me to make a video on a certain topic, I do that. I've done it before. So yeah, I hope you have a nice day. And I'm about to go to the gym. P.S. If you do start seeing lower progress, or you're not seeing as good of results and you're still detached, all you have to do, that's not a sign that you're failing. All you have to do is tweak some things. Just readjust yourself, remain flexible, and readjust yourself. And then you'll naturally succeed. So yeah. Good luck with your goals!